This is a 26th module to cover role of IT in transportation and routing. Routing and scheduling will be the last topic in our third unit. So we have covered the different type of transportation mode and different type of network. All those things we have covered, and how the IT can support in transportation. So if we consider the case, the software is used to find a optimal route. To determine the route, we are using the software in supply chain. Right. So to get the route, what are the inputs that we need to give? We need to give the location of customer, what is the shipment size, and what is the desired delivery time when the product is need to be delivered, and regarding the information regarding the transportation infrastructure, the geological character of that particular location, the distance between the 2 points, and all those things, details regarding the infrastructure, and what is the capacity of vehicle that we are using. We need to give all these details as input for the software. By analyzing all these input, it will develop a route and packaging details. Okay, this is called as the output of software. Ultimately, we need to develop the optimized route. The optimized route is one where the total transportation cost could be less, and also the vehicle it must be utilized completely, isn't it? That is the optimal utilization. So to make this decision, we are using the softwares in supply chain management. So we have a separate software for a vehicle load optimization. It helps to improve our fleet utilization. Fleet utilization, which means transport complete utilization of transport, and we are making a synchronization between the packing and routing software. A routing software is one which will which will give a optimum route that need to be followed, and the packing it will give the optimum level of utilization, the optimum level of utilization of our vehicle. But the major problem with the software is it will not consider about the customer responsiveness. Okay. So by considering the customer responsiveness, we need to make decision once we develop a optimal route and a packaging list. So the packing and the routing software, there is a synchronization between the packing and routing software to optimize the output. And the electronic notification and tracking improve the customer service. We have the tracking system now. By using a GPS, we can easily find wherever a product is right now. So these are the role of IT in supply chain. The only problem is it is completely stick with the output, not with respect to the customer responsiveness. So that we can consider as the problems. It will be focusing only on efficient routing. Then the successful collaboration it requires more than one firms. Uh, if if we are choosing a private fleet, definitely they will not be depending with only one firm. They will be collecting the goods from two or more firms, and they will be delivering it. So the coordination between the different location or different supplier or different firms, that is the main issue in this case. How to coordinate all these things we need to identify. And these are these examples of IT. There is application of IT in different locations. So by considering the infrastructure, and here by considering the vehicle. Just make it through. What are the different types of tools we are using to find the location? We have digital maps in infrastructure. The infrastructure is nothing but the points, intermediate points. In vehicle, we can follow the vehicle with cell phone location or automatic vehicle location where the vehicle is running. In system, we are checking the train running status, isn't it? Indian Railways, we have a provision to find where exactly the train is being the tracking device. Where they are using the tracking device, by using it we can identify. Then the information acquisition, the traffic detector in that location, time monitors, and automatic instant detection. All these things will be in infrastructure. And the vehicle, the automatic vehicle identification, vehicle checking and exploration, all those things. The main thing is we need the location and communication. These two are main. There is some description regarding the different mode of transportation. So what are the IT application in different type of transportation? Last class we have gone through this. Right. Let's start with this now. The risk management in transportation. What are the problems that we may face? It is unavoidable in transportation. The first problem is the risk in the shipment is delayed. The shipment is being delayed. There may be the many reasons for this delay. Okay? There may be many reasons. The first reason there may be the traffic. Due to the traffic congestion, definitely there will be a delay. For example, you consider a shipment through the railways. Okay, shipment through rail. If there is any congestion in traffic, definitely the running time will be affected. Okay? Because we are using a single track, all the trains, express and goods trains, all are using the same track. If there is any small issues in the track, a small accident, consider small accident or any failure in local vehicle, engine failure, definitely it will affect the overall transportation time. So we need to face the risk. So here the shipment it may be delayed. First thing due to the congestion, and second it may be delayed due to rain or some other factors. The vehicle it may not run at that particular time. So that could be the reason. So the main reason what we are considering is the traffic congestion. The second thing, the risk that the shipment does not reach the destination, not delay here, it will not reach the destination. It will not reach the destination because intermediate nodes or links are disrupted by external forces, which means the floods can be the example. If there is a flood, we may not reach that particular location within the stipulated time. It will take much more time also. And some unavoidable situation. Just consider this pandemic situation. So there is a more affected in transportation, right? So the external factors, what are they? We need to consider the external factors. Those will affect the shipment. That may not be predicted as much as earlier. It cannot be predicted. It is unavoidable also, but we may not predict the effect of these external sources. So it's a second risk we can consider. And the third risk is the risk of hazardous material. When we need to transport the hazardous material, we need to take more decision regarding this. We need to design the container. A specific container is required, or we need to choose some chemical actions to reduce the hazardness of the particular material without affecting its property. Okay. So in transiting the hazardous material, the main issue is the container. How to how to design the container, because the container it must be designed to not make any effect to the environment and also to the vehicle. Based on that, we need to take the decision. We will be considering these three risks as the major in transportation. The first risk is the delay in shipment. The delay may occur due to the traffic congestion or a link or then maybe the collaboration issues between some firm. Okay, that's why it may get delayed. The second thing, there is a it will not be able to reach the particular location within the stipulated time due to the external factors. Okay, external factors means a sudden accident or a sudden flood on the particular location, a permanent damage in the railway track. It will take a 1 week or 10 days to rework. And there is the risk to transfer the hazardous material. We need to consider three risks. Now we can move to the next topic, routing and scheduling. So considering about the routing and scheduling, a routing is a procedure or process need to find the optimal route that to be covered, that to be followed in transportation. That is called as the routing. And second is scheduling. Scheduling is one in which delivery points and which pickup points need to be covered by a vehicle, and there is a time schedule also where the vehicle has to start from the distribution center where it need to reach the first pickup point, and what are the pickup and delivery points covered by a single vehicle. All those things. Yeah, routing and scheduling is nothing but the optimized routing and optimized coverage utilization of vehicle. How we are doing all things that is considered as the routing and scheduling. Okay. So for making routing and scheduling, we have different model and also different methods to find the optimum route and optimum schedules also. So the most important operational decision to identify the route and to schedule the deliveries. It's the most important thing in supply chain. So the objective of this routing and scheduling, the first objective, minimize the cost by decreasing the number of vehicles. The vehicles need to be utilized completely, and also we need to use minimum number of vehicles to do. Okay, we need to use a minimum number of vehicles to do. That is called as minimizing the cost in vehicle. And second, the total distance traveled by vehicle. The total distance traveled by vehicle, whether it need to increase or decrease, means decreasing the total distance traveled. The total distance must be decreased. And the third one, the total travel time of vehicle. The total travel time it must be reduced. So it will make the engine life to increase. Okay, if the total travel time is reducing, means there will be a reduction in cost of labor. Okay, cost of labor, and there will be a reduction in vehicle utilization. Then eliminating the service failures, such as a delay. Okay, these are the objectives of making using the routing and scheduling. We need to minimize the cost incurred for transportation and the cost incurred for vehicle and the cost incurred for the labor. The overall cost need to be reduced, and the total distance traveled by vehicle must be reduced. The total travel time it must be reduced. So there is a that means the transportation cost the transportation time that must be reduced, and the failures must be avoided. So for all these things are the objective of routing and scheduling here. You consider some practical cases regarding the routing and scheduling. Whether we have a single depot or a multiple depot, that's a distribution center, a single location or multiple location. What we have, and second, what is our vehicle capacity? What is our vehicle capacity? Whether it's a homogeneous or heterogeneous, because the vehicle is opt for a particular product only, or it is opt for different products, and there is the relation between the volume and weight, whether that is applicable for high volume product or the container is a vehicle. It's applicable for more weight product. What for what kind of product, what kind of vehicle we are using. So what is our weight capacity in terms of volume and weight that we need to consider. Then the availability of driver. Suppose if we have four vehicles, whether we have a driver in right time to run all the four vehicles in shipments. Okay, that need to find delivery, driver availability and delivery windows. Delivery window is nothing but it's a location where we are delivering our goods. Okay, the region, what kind of region it is, either hard region or soft region. Then second, we need whether we are covering a single or multiple delivery point or single or multiple customer in a single in a trip, that we need to consider. And the periodic schedules, what type of schedules we are following. It suppose we may have some customer 2 days once, definitely we need to deliver the goods to. Okay. In some location, just consider one area in Chennai. In that area, we need to cover 8 customers in Monday. In the same location, we need to cover only 3 customers on Tuesday. In the same location, we need to cover 15 customers on Wednesday. But a single customer will be common in all those days. Okay, so what is the periodic schedule for each and every customer? Whether we need to cover daily, 2 days once or 3 days once, that we need to keep in our mind. Then service requirement. Service requirement, yeah, maximum ride time. Whether the distance that to be covered by travel, whether it's more or the time, waiting time is more. Which time is more we need to consider. The waiting time, when it is possible to be more, means there may be the issues in handling system. Okay, there may be the issues in handling system. So the vehicle, it need to wait in outside. Again, in roadside, we may see so many vehicles will be waiting outside of any industries to enter. Due to the congestion, it may wait. So we need to consider what is the maximum ride time and what is the maximum wait time for a vehicle. Then fixed and variable delivery times. Fixed and variable delivery times. For the same customer, for the repeated orders, the delivery time may not set. Okay. In first order, he may require in 2 days. The second order, he may require in 4 days. And the delivery time also. The in some places the delivery time will be night only. Okay. Especially in markets, right? In markets and in some other places, the delivery time will be only after 8 or 9 p.m. So depends upon the delivery time, the vehicle need to reach there. If vehicle reaches that particular location earlier, then they need to wait at that particular location. So we need to consider the delivery time and also the waiting time of vehicle. Then fixed and variable route are region. Whether we are following the same route on daily basis or depends upon the requirement or depends upon the demand of product or depends upon the customer size, whether route is being changed daily or not, that need to be identified. Okay. So what are the factors we are considering for routing and scheduling? The first one is a number of distribution center, a single or multiple. And second, vehicle capacity. Okay, what is our vehicle capacity in terms of volume or in terms of weight, that need to be considered. And the driver availability with us, the delivery windows regarding the location, a single customer or a multiple customer, or whether we need to cover the customer in periodically, all those things. And the service requirement, what is the maximum time we need to reach that place, and what is the maximum time that the vehicle need to wait on the particular location for delivery. Then the fixed and the delivery, fixed and variable delivery time, which time we are delivering. When we are delivering by today, we can deliver by morning. Tomorrow it may require by evening. Okay, different delivery times. So whether the time is fixed time or a variable time. Then fixed versus variable route. What route we are following? We are following a fixed route or variable route. All those things need to be covered. Okay. So by considering all these factors, Generally, we have four models in routing and scheduling. Okay, these are the four models. First one is traveling salesman problem. Second, vehicle routing problem. Third one, vehicle routing problem with time window. Fourth one, pickup and delivery problem with time window. Okay, we have four different models. The solving method is entirely different, but we have the four model. Consider about the first model, traveling salesman problem. Okay, in traveling salesman problem, there's a traveling salesman problem. Here, the objective is to find the shortest tour distance. Shortest trip distance is need, okay, but a vehicle it need to cross the location only once. Right? To find the shortest tour through a set of cities, visiting each city exactly once. Okay, starting from the distribution center, it need to cover all the cities or all the delivery points. Okay. And finally, it need to return to the distribution center. That is called as the traveling salesman problem. So in traveling salesman's problem, we are concentrating only on routing. In traveling salesman problem, our concentration is only on routing. So we are considering only regarding the routing. Okay. We need to cover maximum area or maximum customers in short route. Okay. But when we fix with this, the delivery time may increase. Okay. The delivery time may increase and there may be some delay in delivery. Okay. Because we are concentrating only on routing here. We are concentrating only on routing. We don't bother about the time. So optimum route we need to follow. So this is the first model, a traveling salesman model. It's an example. Consider here you can consider one DC. Okay. This is some distributor center. The vehicle will start from here. It will cover all the cities. Again, it will come to DC. But each city it must cover once, only once. Then second model, it's a vehicle routing problem. In vehicle routing problem, the number of vehicles located at the central depot has to serve a set of geographically dispersed customers. In distribution center, we may have vehicles, right? The vehicles are used to cover some locations or some areas. Each vehicle has given a capacity. Each vehicle has a given capacity and each customer has a given demand. So here we need to identify the demand of each customer and the demand of each vehicle. Suppose if we are considering 5 vehicles, we need to keep in mind what is the capacity of our 5 vehicles. Then by using the one vehicle capacity, how many customers can be covered? By calculation, suppose we have a capacity to take 200 products in a single trip. Then we need to identify the customer whose the total demand is 200. Okay. We need to find the 2 or 3 customers, their total demand could be nearly 200. Then we can use that particular vehicle to cover those 3 customers. So what is the objective here? The objective is to minimize the total distance travel. Same. Okay, what we had in the previous. Okay, total distance travel. So here we are considering 2 decisions. Okay. One is routing, the optimum route is being identified, and assigning. Assigning means assigning the vehicle for particular routes. Okay. Which route, which vehicle we need to choose. That is the assigning. So here the objective is assigning and also routing. Consider this case, it's a distribution center. Okay, here we have the distribution center. Just a minute. We have the distribution center and we have more customers, right? So we need to cover all the customer. We need to cover all the customer, and we have three vehicles here. Okay. From the distribution center, we need to cover all the customers. So which vehicle need to be utilized to which customer? That is being identified here. Okay. Here the vehicle one is used to cover these three customers. Okay. Vehicle one is used to cover these three. Vehicle two is used to cover these three customers. Vehicle 3 is used to cover 4 customers. So here we are doing two things. One is we are assigning the route, right? Here this is a route. We are assigning a route. Sorry, we are selecting a route and we are assigning the vehicle. Which vehicle need to be assigned for which route. The third problem is vehicle routing problem with time window. So here we are using one more term, time window. Time window is nothing but we are considering the time at which the service has to be done. Okay. Simple. So we will be having more vehicle, two or three vehicles with us. All the vehicles need to start from the distribution center. In previous case, it all need to start from the distribution center, and the vehicle need to cover more customers. At the same time, in covering more customer, the service must be in time. We are considering a service time. Okay. That is called as the vehicle routing problem with the time window. So what we are considering here, we are considering the route, which route need to be followed. And second, we are assigning the vehicle, which vehicle need to cover which route. And third, scheduling. Scheduling means by which time it should reach the customer. Okay, the service time need to be considered here. Based on that, we can choose. Take this example. If it is for the previous case, here we are considering the time, so we are choosing a route for third vehicles like this. Okay. But if it is a previous case, without considering the time, only considering the vehicle, instead of using this, okay, instead of using this, the vehicle, first vehicle start to go here, it may go to this place, then cover third one, fourth one, fifth one, right? That will be the optimum vehicle, only assigning the vehicle. So for this four location, the vehicle will be arranged. But when we are considering about the time factor, we are considering the time factor. So by considering the time factor, there may be some changes. What change they made? By considering the time factors, this particular buyer, this particular buyer need to be covered by the third vehicle. So that we need to plan. That we need to plan. So here, this is the only difference. If you are considering only vehicle, this customer will be covered by vehicle two. And since we are considering the time, we will make decisions based on the time. Then fourth one is a pickup and delivery problem with time window. Pickup and delivery problem with time window means the same thing. We have a distribution center. We may have a number of vehicles. All the vehicles need to be assigned for such route. Okay. But we may have more pickup and delivery points within the route. Okay. We will be having more pickup and delivery points. And this is the example. Say, consider here this are the pickup points. Okay. These triangles are the pickup point, and this blue color circle, they are the delivery points. And this is a distribution center. Okay, this is a distribution center, our location. So from here, the vehicle need to start and cover some delivery points and pickup points. Okay. So we can plan like this. Consider the delivery distribution center DC here. The vehicle starts from here. It goes to first point. Okay, first pickup point. It is picking up the product and it goes to the second one. picking up the product, and those two are delivered here. Okay. This is the delivery point for the first pickup, and this is the delivery point for the second pickup. So we are using one vehicle starting from here. It will cover two pickup points and two delivery points. And consider the second route. Starting from here, it is going to the first pickup point, then second pickup point, then one delivery point is covered, okay, and third pickup point is covered. All those things are delivered for third and first. Here it is the first delivery and the first pickup. So here the second route it is. It is the second route. And this is the third route. It covers two pickup points and two delivery points. So in previous cases, the pickup point is distribution center itself. Okay, here we have the it is the warehouse. From the warehouse, we will be taking the products and it will be delivered to customers. But in this case, we have a different. We have pickup points at different locations. Okay. So by covering all these, we need to make a plan. So here also we have the decision assigning what are the vehicles to be assigned, what are the route to be followed, and scheduling. Scheduling means there will be a pickup time and delivery time. Okay. Based on that, we need to schedule. So we have this four model in routing and scheduling. What are the four models? Traveling salesman problem. Traveling salesman problem need to cover a short distance and the same location should not be repeated. Then second, vehicle routing problem. In vehicle routing problem, we need to find the optimal route to reduce the overall time taken for travel. Then third, vehicle routing problem with the time window. We are assigning. Okay, there is a time. With respect to the time, we need to assign the vehicle. Then fourth one, there is nothing different between third and fourth. In fourth one, there is a different pickup and delivery point. So with respect to the different pickup delivery points and pickup time, delivery time, we need to take decision. Which vehicle need to be assigned for the particular which route. So this is the routing and scheduling. And in next class, we will cover the method to solve the routing and scheduling problem. Okay, after that, we can complete our third unit. We cover the next period. If you have any doubts, write in chat box. There. If you have any doubts, post in chat box. And 5 absent, 4 from A section and 1 from B section. Sir, recording on இருக்கு சார்.